Hello everyone, welcome to Metal3 Community Meeting. Today, 27th of August 2025, and I'm Snat Samadov, going to be hosting today's Metal3 Community Meeting. Yeah, keep in mind this meeting is recorded, and and later it will be uploaded to YouTube. So if you want to know about our projects, like here are some lists, you can go ahead and check. So to get to know more details and statistics about our project. And if there are like a new folks, I will just stop speaking for just 10 seconds, then they can introduce themselves. It seems no new participants. All right. Yeah, I forgot to mention that if your organization is using Metal3, so please, and if you would like to add yourself as an adopter, please go ahead and open a PR in this link. So we would really appreciate if you would like to do that. All right. So let's move on to the next point. So the community working groups. So I see there are like some news in ironic scalability. Dimitri, please.
Yeah, it's a bit of like step back and then step forward again, but we have identified a few regressions that happened after Ironic migrated away from event-led library. We got some improvements. We actually got, I believe, to the state where we are faster than we used to be, because while investigating these regressions, we found also a few old issues that we also managed to fix. So yeah, pretty good. There's a patch that needs an LGTM to return to previous timeouts. And that's basically everything I have about scalability for today.
All right. Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you. How about RAM? You have an update as well. Aram?
Yeah, I'm a bit stealing the spotlight, really. But yeah, I've just approved the change to support prefixed images. So if there are next things to review right now or to discuss about the next steps, let me know.
I think we're good for now. I have to run some tests with hardware that I'm waiting access to, so then I'll see if there's need for anything else.
Yeah, I would love to somehow plug this whole story into our own standalone operator eventually. Not super urgent, but as of like final step, it would be really nice to have some like, I don't know, maybe a flag like enabled architecture, so whatever that configures APA download it automatically, and just everything just magically works. That would be really cool.
True. I have to look into a standalone operator for that because I don't use it. I use standalone, well, the I would say regular way to deploy Ironic without the operator.
You folks use Helm, right?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, it sounds good. Thank you very much for the updates and the information. Great. We can, I think we can move on to the next topic. Yeah. Thank you for adding that, Dimitri. Thank you. And next one is current release team is Ricardo, Kashif, and Adam. Our folks are in the Open Source Summit this week, so not a lot of attendance from our team. But do I see, is Ricardo in the call? No.
Ricardo is on a long vacation. He'll be
Okay.
back in a few weeks.
Yeah. All right. So we can check the release cycle. I think we are pretty. Oh, this is not the one actually. Sorry. Yeah, but I know the progress is going on. We are very close to the release. And there are like Capi V1 Beta 1 going on. Capi V1 Beta 1 changes going on, and we are also working on the like CapM3. After that, we will work on the CapM3 V1 Beta 2 API as well. So this is led by Adil. Adil is not currently in the meeting, but yeah, but the work in progress, I would say that. Nice. So finally, we came to the discussion topics. Moshoor, you have a update
Yes,
there?
yeah. Actually, I think last week or before the 2 weeks ago, we were seeing this issue where mostly in Santos job, and there during the pivoting, it was having issue with the downloading of the IPA downloader, and then it was taking quite a long time, and time to time it was failing the tests, and after detailed investigation, we found out that actually from our project infra repo, we are giving a link for IPA URI as from our cache registry, but when it's trying to run it from the devenv, it's not getting that variable, or from the simplicity, or from the CapM3 tweetest, it's changed from devenv, and from the devenv, it's pointing to the tarball opendev tarball link. That one, time to time, it's very slow. So if that's why I have added this IPA URI variable to the config files, and already we have run a couple of tests, and in one of the tests I passed link it there, and I checked the Ubuntu test, and it was getting now this new OpenStack remote cache link, and it takes only 44 seconds to download it. Other than that, I think this will solve our issue with the CapM3 tweet tests.
All right. Thank you very much, Moshoor. Yeah, think we need reviews here, so please go ahead, take a look. I will also take a look a bit later.
So folks, are we sure it doesn't happen in production, the same thing? Because we're fixing tests and pretending that everything is okay. Are we absolutely sure that our customers are not suffering the same problem? Customers, clients, users, whatever you call.
That is really, really good point.
Yeah, because I haven't get anything yet from our downstream regarding this, but I think Domo was saying something that they were having similar issue in with ISRO.
Right. Where I'm going with this, we've definitely seen the same thing in Ironic standalone operator CI, by the way. Where I'm going with this is we should not best case, we shouldn't be testing things that are not delivered to our users. And if we find tarball's opendev fork being a problem, and it seems to be, And if we believe this cache is actually fast, maybe we should switch to this base URI by default, like everywhere. Just something to think about. We don't need to decide this second, but I really don't want this to be dropped on the floor because I think we had this discussion a few weeks ago, and I believe Adam at that point was like, yep, we should do that. So since you guys are managing this cache system, please discuss if it actually can survive the load of actual users going there, or if it's going to be better for actual users, because it might be. And yeah, I don't want us to end up just hiding the problem that our users will suffer from.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I agree with it. Moshe, can you go ahead and open an issue so maybe we can discuss and this is visible everywhere?
yeah,
Yeah.
I can open that issue there, but yeah, the thing is that if you are checking this devenv there, if we don't don't give the value of IPA base URI, it was defaulted to that tarball opendev link. So is it normal, or we can export it over there? Then even this one we don't need to put here.
So Tarball's OpenDev org, as far as I know, doesn't come with any CLAs, especially for periodic deployments. So if we consistently see problems with that, and we know we have a solution that actually works reliably, I am all for switching everywhere, like an IPA downloader itself maybe, to these builds that we host. If there are concerns, it's a whole different story. Let's discuss way pros and cons and so on. But if it's a clear cut, let's just do that everywhere and stop modifying testing code.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, then we'll follow up then. Yeah.
Thank you, Moshe, and thank you, Dimitri, for the discussion. All right. I see we have only one topic today. Yeah. Anyone has any other topics or issue to discuss before I move to the back milestone maintenance?
Yeah, one quick one. So I mentioned Helm, but just remembered there was a contributor who wanted to work on official Helm repositories. And I believe he wanted to contact the SUSE folks about, sharing the ownership or anything. Folks, has it actually happened or did he just disappear?
I don't think we got anyone contacting us for that, so I guess it just disappeared.
I see, okay. That's pity, because another person asked me about official Helm charts. Like there was a guy, but I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I know that the Helm chart we are maintaining on SUSE side is also used by the Silver project. So I don't know of any other, I would say, community user of the chart.
Yeah, does it have a lot of like SUSE specific stuff, or maybe you could consider maintaining it as part of the Metal3 project if it's reasonably generic?
Well, we have a few specific stuff to make it work with, like we modify the IPA downloader so that it directly embeds in the image the IPA image, so it doesn't have to download it later on, and things like that. So we do not forward in the chart things like the IPA base address or things like that. But otherwise, it's pretty generic, and it may even be a bit like we have lots of things to refresh in there to be more in line with the latest developments of Metal3 because it's not the part we have the most maintenance time on. So
Right. Okay. Yeah, understood. By the way, I'm diverging this conversation again. Sorry for that. But there is a thing that just all these IPA remarks remind me about. By the way, in OpenShift, we do the same thing. We embed the image. But also, Ironic has recently gained support for OCI registries to download things. And I'm really, really curious if we should really rework our IPA downloader to download artifacts, maybe not even from Artifactory, but actually from Quay, where we put them in. Yeah, I can put down a proposal, probably hard to understand from me just rambling here. But yeah, you
Yeah,
remind me
I kind
about a
of
good thing.
I kind of have the same idea. Actually, my idea was to try and download an image from something that would be akin to a Bootsy image, so that we directly derive the kernel and EFI from the image, like download the Bootsy image and extract the kernel and EFI from this. But yeah, that's another story, I would say. But yeah, I was about to try and prepare some kind of proposal for that, mainly related to the fact that we also need to rewrite the IPA downloader, I would say. Like here in the Metal3 upstream, there's been this discussion, and I think there's an issue for rewriting the IPA downloader in something a bit more readable than Bash. So that could be the time to get more ways to get images.
Right. Yeah, I'll follow up with a proposal about OCI. I don't disagree about Bootsy. It seems like the next step. I know there are some Red Haters interested in that as well. Just it's not my team, it's the other team, the OpenStack team.
Yeah, it sounds really interesting. Proposal. Please open an issue regarding that so we can discuss more there. So both Dmitry and Nicholas, thank you. Any other topics? Seems no. So I'm checking the milestones here. All right, this is the old one, so it's not gonna be. I think Adil proposed added the documentation here in the CapM3. What's going on? FCAS, yeah, this is a pretty huge task actually. And task V1 beta 2 API is going on. These are both old, I guess. We already discussed those. All right. Yeah, I need to really check those before. I'm not that much familiar with some of the issues there, but that all seems to be already like checked by our team, so there are no new issues in the milestones. Same here. I think milestones are not missing, and yeah, all the active issues are there, and we already have a discussion on them, so there are no new ones. And we reached the last point. Do you have any suggestions, problems, or referrals, or any questions? So we will close this meeting afterwards. Yeah, please, if you have anything to say it now. All right, James, no. And thank you very much for joining, and see you next week. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.